You may remember our next guest from one of the first few episodes of this show. Joseph Conti is a musician and care partner for Gentog Community Services. Gentog's mission is to provide compassionate and reliable support to family, caregivers. Their care specialists offer dementia support groups, dementia care training, resources to help care for your loved ones, and dementia-friendly family events throughout the year. So here to chat more is Joseph Conti, Yvonne Dominguez, and Alex Jones. Welcome to the show, you three.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us back.
Thanks for having us.
Of course, it's great to have all y'all here. Thanks for coming back, Joseph. So tell me about your worship sing-alongs with the Gentogs.
The worship sing-along at Gentog Community Services. Well, it is one of our new initiatives. It's actually one of our first initiatives for the Community Services, which is our nonprofit arm. And the worship sing-alongs are dementia-friendly, and they're open religion, so it's not just Christianity. It's meant to be able to connect to whatever creator you have chosen. And we sing, we read scriptures, or we read poetry, or we read literature, something uplifting. And then I will admit, eat like cookies and cupcakes. And we sit and have fellowship and talk. And it's a time for people with dementia to maybe do something that they cannot do anymore, because I'm not trying to sound negative, but society, like going to a church that is what we, I guess, consider normal, they don't feel comfortable. Because their behaviors have changed and their way of life has changed. And our setting is made for them to feel comfortable.
Absolutely, absolutely. To give a space that is open and inviting. And Yvonne, I heard you lead the Spanish Club. So what is that like? And tell me a little bit about the activities you do with the folks that you work with.
Yeah, of course. So we lead a Spanish group at Gentog called Amistades Doradas, and that means golden friendships. Essentially, we work with the seniors that are of Latinos, you know, and we, instead of your traditional artists that we have for the regular clients that we have, we do more of the artists that they grew up with when they were younger, like Luis Miguel or Carlos Santana. You know, that is a great, everybody loves him. So yeah, we essentially do all of what Gentog provides, but we add in cultural pieces, like the food that they grew up with, the music, the art, and the literature for the Latinos that are going through dementia and Alzheimer's.
Absolutely, being able to bring a cultural aspect that can really help someone, especially while they endure this kind of disease. And also, Alex, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the upcoming partnership with St. Anthony's. I know Yvonne can speak to this as well, this partnership with the Gentog Community Services. So tell me about it.
Yeah, so we've been, kind of a focus that we've been talking about is partnering maybe with some churches around the area to offer some of our services for free for clients. Just because it's such a difficult thing for people to take care of a loved one with dementia, and it's really tough as a caregiver to find the time to do things for yourself. I think that's so important. So we're just looking for other avenues beyond our normal business that we do that can help people without them having to pay for it. And so then I'll let Yvonne kind of talk too, because she was at the meeting with one of the churches that we've been working with.
Absolutely, please share more.
Yeah, so St. Anthony's actually has a women's mental health group that meets once a month, and that to us is our kind of like our gate to that, because being a caregiver, it leads to caregiver burnout, and then you stop taking care of yourself mentally, physically, and you eventually burn out. So, and that group is actually in Spanish, which hits close home. It hits, because growing up as Spanish being your first language, and nothing can make me more happier than helping my community again by bringing these services to them.
100% having these resources for not just the folks going through this disease, but for the caregivers that are there for every step of the way. And Alex, can you talk more about Gentog Community Services and what y'all really are doing for folks in the community, because it's very important.
Yeah, absolutely. So I always kind of like to start, there was my mom actually started Gentog, and so we last year went to the National Adult Day Conference in Chicago, and on the flight back we really were just talking the entire time about, we were really inspired, some of the things that we could do to really help other people in the community. And so there's an old African proverb that my mom shared with me that's, we must take care of the elderly for they have come very far, we must take care of the children because they have far to go, but we need to take care of the people in the middle because they're doing all the work.
Yeah.
And so there's a statistic that I've heard that's really struck with me, is that over 50% of caregivers pass away before the person they're caring for, which is just striking. So we wanted to find ways that we could go out and help them not only be better caregivers, but learn to do things for themselves.
100%.
I have a background in training, so I worked for a big bank for over a decade, did training and development there, and then spent some time in the nonprofit sector doing training. So I wanted to find a way that we could utilize some of that skill set.
Absolutely. Just bringing it together really for the community. Thank you all so much for coming on, and thank you for the work y'all do. That is amazing. For more information, follow Gentog Community Services on social media at GentogCS. Thank you all again so much.
Thank you. We appreciate the opportunity.
Of course. Thank you.